So welcome back to Miller's in Motion. Today we are going to put a leveler on a fifth wheel that already has hydraulic auto leveling. This is a product by Rhino Storm called the RV Level Pro. By the way, if you stick around to the very end, we're going to give one of these away to somebody. These retail at about $99 or $100 through their website and Amazon. In addition to that, if you like this product and what we're going to talk about it today, you can actually get a 20% discount if you just want to directly buy this from them with the code Miller's Motion. Also, we're going to put it right here on the screen for you. You can find their website and information in the description below. Why would we put a device that tells us our level on the rig when we have the LCI Level Up hydraulic 6-point leveling jacks? It's handy. You unhook, you push a button, it levels. Our system has worked almost flawlessly up until this point. So why would we talk about doing this? It's really simple. Recently we were at a campground that was immaculate, Camp Fimfo in the Texas Hill Country. If you haven't seen that video, go back and check that out because it was really cool. But because of these storms they get there, they had to pitch their concrete sites a certain way so that water would actually drain off and not pool up. So we had to put some leveling blocks underneath our left side or non-camp side leveling jacks to help them out a little bit. Otherwise they would have extended really far and it would have caused the rig to shake a little bit if it got windy. So where this would have come in handy, we could have just had that in there, seen it, and before I ever even got out of the truck would have had an idea that, hey, I know I'm going to be low to the left side, low to the right side. Now if you're in a travel trailer and you don't have 6-point auto leveling and maybe you just have stabilization bars, or maybe you don't even have that, this is going to be almost crucial for you because that'll enable you to show, hey, you need to come up a little bit on the left side or the right side, and then you can use like the Anderson leveling blocks, for instance, to pull up on, or whatever type of product you're using to kind of level off your trailer without having to do a whole lot of measuring and getting a level out and all of that stuff. So able to expedite that setup essentially for you. So today we're going to go through this whole little box. We're going to install it. Spoiler, we installed it a while back. I am gonna reinstall it. All right, so this is exactly the box that you get. So when you open this up, you get kind of your contents. It's your owner's manual. Need it, use it. In this package there is a screw. I'm not sure what the one individual screw is. I think it's just backup. Also you have some adhesive stickies, so if you didn't want to actually screw the unit into wood or somewhere inside your rig, you can just use adhesive, which is actually what I would recommend you doing. You get an empty bag that used to have 2 other screws in it, and it also had the unit itself. And then you get the Leveler Pro unit itself, nice and small. It is battery powered. That's probably my first wish, is I wish that they had a way of plugging it in. Because I tell you right now, there's another product on the market that if you can plug it directly into, like say a USB port or something inside your rig, and it just stays charged. This, at some point, the batteries are going to die. Now, how long? I have no idea. We've had this installed in the rig for about a month now, and they're not dead. So it obviously lasts for a long time. How long? I do not know. So that's everything you get in the box. Now, what you're going to want to do first is install this. Now, it is a Bluetooth. It says it's long range, so this is still a Bluetooth unit. So if you want to use it from inside the truck, you do actually need to put it near the front of your rig. Now, we are 43 feet long with this Grand Design Solitude 390 RK. So I'm going to put this forward. I'm actually going to install it in our front basement bay. And you guys haven't seen this yet, but we've made some modifications. We will be shooting our 5 favorite upgrades video at some point. But I'll just show you where I'm going to put you. All right, well, welcome to the front basement storage of a Grand Design 390. So it's hard to tell, but right here, my hand is actually on a TV. So this is a TV that we installed about a month ago or so. We like to sit outside and kind of chill and relax, and this just kind of helped out. I had a tripod for it. It wasn't very conducive. Anyway, TV. So behind the TV though, let me just show you. So now that we're in the basement, you can see the TV on the extender arm, and then that's the unit. Behind there, you can see we've got our battery disconnect here, our tire link control, that's our extender for the truck for the LCI One Control tire link system, and then our Magnum remote switch for our inverter. So my initial thought is I'm just going to take this and I'm going to go right above the battery disconnect right there. So all you need to do is grab a couple screws. Now because this wall is fuzzy, I am actually going to use screws. If this was going like on a surface that's more like the floor or hard, then you can use those stickies, but I'm going to actually use screws.
All right, that's it. It is installed. That was not hard at all. We flipped the switch. We got those two little beeps we were talking about earlier. We're gonna go ahead and open up the app. Next, we're gonna select our trailer, which we have a fifth wheel. And it's gonna ask us a few quick little questions like the unit of measurement. We want it in inches, temperature, Fahrenheit, location of our driving position. We're on the left-hand side. Now it's gonna ask us a few other things. The width of the RV from the outside to the outside tires. Well, I know that that's 101 inches. Now it's asking also for the RV length, but it's the length of the RV from the center of the rear wheel to the landing gear jack. So what we're gonna do real quick is I'm gonna go grab a tape measure. That was less. Old 258 inches if you're curious. All right, so now 258 inches. Going on the next. Now it's asking me where the label's facing. So that's obviously the outside, the portion that you can read. Ours is facing the rear, and then it's going to ask us the desired measurement, and I'm going to just go into the lowest, which is 1/4 inch. Please enter how long before the unit goes to sleep. It's defaulting at 1 hour, so we'll just leave it at that. So something that brings up out of the gates, if your RV has slide outs, would you like to set the balancing equipment to compensate for slide lean? So if you have a really, really big heavy slide that's going to pull your rig a certain way, you can go through all that. We're just going to keep it level just because we prefer that. And that is pretty much it, and it's done. So it's not only going to show us where we are, but if we need to come up or down and by how much. So that's kind of a cool little deal. You can do it from a rear and side view, or you can look at it from the top view. I know we're level because I double checked the unit with not only the LCI One Control app and the little bubble leveler thing that they have on their manual, but in the manual mode, but also I got an actual level out and checked in a few places and just kind of made sure we were good. So we are completely level, and then you can actually set records. You can do all kinds of stuff here. In addition to, you can always change some settings and change stuff around. So how is that great for us? Now when we get to a campsite, I can just pull this up and we can kind of go from there. What I am curious about is how far will this work? All right, so at the moment we're just standing right by the rig. So I am even with the back of the rig now, and it's still connected. And you can see our RV in the back there. That's pretty impressive. It's still logged in. I don't think I ever have a need to be this far away, so that might be the best Bluetooth I've ever had. Also, one other kind of fun feature, and I just noticed it, it actually has a temperature gauge on it as well. So at the very top,
you can see where it says 100% power, all of that good stuff. It also has the temperature. It's right now, it says it's 86 in the lower bay. That's kind of fun to have. All right, so it boils down to, would we recommend this project? Absolutely yes. We've had it on the rig for about a month. Like I said, I uninstalled it and kind of reinstalled it. That's why it went so fast. But in our use, it's actually been pretty handy. Now, is it an absolute requirement on a fifth wheel with 6-point auto hydraulic leveling systems? Yes and no. I mean, is it a requirement? No. You will get by just fine without. Most people don't have them on their rig. But what we have found is that it has actually been pretty handy to just have a quick reference guide. It connects much faster than the LCI One Control app. The LCI One Control app in its functionality works fine, but in our experience it is very slow. So let's just say that we are traveling somewhere and we want to get off the road for a little bit, or maybe overnight. Maybe we're going to do a Cracker Barrel, I call it a pancake dock. We want to go to a Cracker Barrel, get off the road for a little bit and get some sleep. You know, even if we're not going to put slides out or anything, you know, it's nice to be semi-level, and that's a quick reference point. So it allows us to do that really, really fast, where we're not going to drop all the hydraulic checks. Now, if I decide if I'm really close and I want to be perfectly level, yeah, I'm going to open up the LCI control app and do a manual adjustment and just bring some of the jacks down, or all of them, just to get close without unhitching from the truck completely. All right, now for the fun part. You've made it this far. Thank you. So we are going to give one of these away to one of you. It's windy. Because of the wind, we had to shift behind a slide so that we can get some decent audio. So it is now time for the fun part. If you would like a chance to win one of these RV Level Pros, all you have to do is subscribe to the Millers in Motion YouTube channel right here. In fact, I'm even putting it up on the screen for you right there. Just push that button, hit subscribe, and then comment down below. And all you have to say is, I wish I was level. That's it. We're gonna take that comment. Anybody that throws that in their comments below, we will put that together, and here in about a week or so, we will do a randomization drawing, and we will get that sent out to you. We're also going to throw some stuff in there, just some little bonus perk stuff from us. Thank you to Rhino Storm for providing that giveaway for you guys. Also, if you're interested in purchasing one of these, you can go to their website. Again, it'll be in the description below. And you can get a discount of 20% off using the code MillersMotion. Thank you so much for watching, Mom. Sorry this was a boring tutorial video, but we'll see you in a few days. Bye, Mom.